Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Cloud Journey. In this video, I will walk through a complete CI/CD pipeline implemented using Jenkins. This pipeline automates the process of building, packaging, and deploying a Node.js application using Docker and Kubernetes. So before we dive into the Jenkins pipeline, let's quickly cover the key tools and services used in the CI/CD process. So each play a specific role in enabling automate build, test, packaging, and deployment. So let's see the tools which we have used. First, you have Jenkins. So this will automate the server to orchestrate and the CI/CD pipeline. Then we have Git. It will help for version control system to manage the source code. Then we need Node.js and npm installed. So it will help to application runtime and package manager. Then we have Docker. So this will help to containerize the Node.js app. And you have also Docker Hub account to store and distribute the Docker images. Then you have Kubernetes to deploy and manage the containerized app. And also you have kubectl CLI tools to interact with the Kubernetes. Then we'll see Jenkins credential store to securely store the Docker Hub and kubeconfig credential. So I will show you in my local. I have already installed Jenkins. So if it's type systemctl status Jenkins. Spelling mistake. System array. So here you can see Jenkins server is running in my local and Docker is also installed. So if you see Docker dash dash version. So here Docker version and build number. I have also Kubernetes running in my local. So if you see kubectl get svc. So Kubernetes cluster is running. So it's my local setup on VM. Now I'll clear the screen. Now we'll see the Jenkins pipeline. So my Jenkins is running in localhost 8080. So if we go to the dashboard, and here you can see I have created an application node app. So this, I will show you this pipeline. Go to configure. So before go to the pipeline, we'll show you the credential which I use. If you go to the manage Jenkins and go to the credential, here you can see I have already stored the Docker app credential and the kubeconfig credential ID. And you also have Docker pipeline plugin, Kubernetes CLI plugin, and Git plugin and credential plugin installed. So now we'll go to the dashboard and go to the node app, configure. Here you can see a pipeline. I will explain the pipeline step by step. So I will give the code which I have written in the description. So let's dive into the pipeline and start. So here you can see first line agent any. So this means the pipeline can run on any available Jenkins agent. And after that you can see environment. Here I have given the environment name semi-IntelliFlow node app, and the image I am using the latest. So image name is the name of the Docker image, and tag is the latest I am taking. Now next step is stage. So what this step will do? So this is your source code management state. So at this stage, Jenkins fetches the latest version of your Node.js application code. Now you can see the step called build. So it will install the required dependency like npm install, validate the package JSON, and prepare the app for further steps. And if you scroll down, you can see the build, Docker build. So it will build an image using a Docker file in this project. And if you scroll down, now you can see the Docker push. So this will authenticate with Docker Hub using secure Jenkins credential, push the build image to the Docker Hub. So this enable image sharing and deployment from anywhere, including Kubernetes. Now if we go to the deploy, Kubernetes deploy. So here you uses a config file stored in Jenkins credential to authenticate with the Kubernetes cluster. Apply the Kubernetes deployment manifest file. You can see I have written the code with credential. I am taking the function and update the image on the deployment and wait for the rollout. Now after this pipeline will print the image and clean the Docker image for the Jenkins agent to save the space. So now we'll start building this pipeline. So if you go to the Node app and click on the build now. So it started building. So you can see the output. Go to console output. It will take time to build. So here it started our pipeline. I will provide you the whole source code in my GitHub account for Docker file, Jenkins file. So here you can see start building the packages. So this will push if image got built. This will push the image to the Docker account. I will show in my Docker if it's get pushed. Putting package are installed. Now it start building the image. You can see Docker build. Now then install. Login. Now you log in succeed in the Docker account. Now it start pushing the image to the Docker hub. So you have a separate Docker account for this, and now it start deploying the Kubernetes. So you have Kubernetes running in your local, either using Minikube. I mean, used here VMware. So it's a single node Kubernetes cluster for testing purpose only. You can also use AWS for this. But for testing, it's better to deploy in the local. So here you can see message popped up, deployed successfully into Kubernetes. So we'll check in our Kubernetes cluster. So go to the now here you can run kubectl get pods. First I will see deployment. Deployment spelling mistake. Deployment. Here you can see node.js app gets deployed in our Kubernetes cluster 105 seconds ago. And if you can see, type kubectl get svc. So here you can see node.js service is running on port 8030. So I am using node port, so 30238. And if you run kubectl get ports, see it's running node.js app 2 minutes 17 seconds ago. And so now we'll go to the Docker Hub account and check whether the image get pushed or not. So if we refresh it, see here 3 minutes ago the image get pushed. See here latest, tag latest. So in this way we automate code delivery from GitHub to all the way to production like environment with Dockers and Kubernetes in a secure, repeatable and scalable way. So thank you for this video and we'll see you in another video.